do is that, because you'll notice I lost all my cubes. Unlike the usual kind of content on this stream, there's no story that I can tell about here. This is just entirely about making the player feel stupid or lost. Or both. And I really should stop talking about Dota 2 when there isn't a Dota 2 content on, but I will say I am a Navi fan. I can push a purple block. You may have noticed at the start of this level as well there was a timer. I'm not quite sure if the game resets at that point or what, but we will learn together. Throwing yourself into things can take you to new heights. If you aren't paying attention, you will miss everything around you. And I know I've been here for sure, but I don't know if I've been here with certain items. I think there's probably a way that I can use that elevator to jump up, but I wasn't sure what direction I needed to. Getting where we want may require jumping through some hoops. Okay, so basically same deal. I jumped too early. This is the one drawback of streaming this game, is if you get really lost, it's probably very tedious to figure out. I mostly want to see what happens at the 0 minute mark, I guess is the better way to put it. So close. Keep pushing through it. See, when it says keep pushing through it, I'm assuming that's relevant to the section I was just at. The one where I need to push this thing back. I don't even know if this quite... I mean, it is... I guess I'd have to call it a puzzle game, but it's in some ways it's also a little bit like the Stanley Parable in that they're trying to make a very specific experience for you to enjoy, or at least be mildly frustrated by, or amused by. I really enjoyed the Stanley Parable. It might be one that I stream later, but I saw this is a streamer I really enjoy watching, Seriously Clara. I mean, I found out about the stream from going to a Twitch meetup at a local restaurant, EXP. Basically, it's a video game-oriented restaurant, so the kind of place that I'm happy to give my patronage to. I think I need another cube to do anything interesting here. We'll see, though. But yeah, she played the Stanley Parable and just had these absolutely delightfully extreme reactions to the game that I'm a little... I suppose I'm just a little concerned I won't really be able to bring quite what she did to that title. It's a really enjoyable one. It's I'm not quite sure... Like, I know it used to be a Half-Life mod, but I think that's a particularly well-done project by the people who made it. Keep forgetting where the doors are. I'm taking it that these little areas are, or like, I'm basically taking those as indicators that there's a doorway there. Okay, now what was I trying to accomplish by doing? Oh, right. I think I'll just prop this open for safety. So I'm not sure how this one's supposed to open. It could be that the switch is in a different room, but what we've done before may impact what we can do now. Yeah, so I'm assuming that that message is related to whether or not I'm taking my, like whether I'm taking those green cubes with me or not. I just want to see how much of this I can take apart, and I'll maybe just basically just kind of reset everything and see how far I can get. Okay, so these on their own limit me here. Oh, actually. Well, now I've gone and done it. So I refuse to believe that they just put a you failed box in here. But I've tried all my normal tricks for getting out of seemingly impossible sections, and they don't seem to be working. So at this point, you can always hit escape, and it'll take you back to the beginning. And it says 0. No, don't delete that. So yeah, I don't know what the time remaining is supposed to mean. Okay. There's no indication in terms of what any of these, what this map means either. Let's try going some... I don't even remember where... I thought Baby Steps was the first level. I'm gonna try turning... Oh, I thought I could turn left at Baby Steps. Alright then. Dig a little deeper, you may find something new. This game really likes dropping you unexpectedly. What appears impossible may have a very simple answer. And I think this is the room with, yeah, where all this madness happens. So far as I can tell, I've not actually found a purpose for this room other than to look very interesting. Nope. When you absorb your surroundings, you may notice things that you didn't see before. This is the other thing I've noticed about kind of the guides that they give you in this game. It's usually relevant to what happened before. It's just the same message 4 times. Well, we'll see if maybe the green is a recommendation. I have the green gun, so, well, I think I'm just going in circles, to be honest. Oh, hang on. It's really easy to get turned around in this game. Like, there's... Okay, I'm gonna go left. If ever I have more than one green option, I will always choose the left one, just so I can... keep some degree of sanity. Except it doesn't make it that easy, so, I mean, my original premise could be wrong too, that I'm supposed to follow green because I've got the green gun. I always seem to keep returning to the same red and blue. Well, actually, that seems by design. So if I go right. Now, what interests me is I think if I were to walk down this hall, I wouldn't see more than... Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, you can see what I'm talking about as far as it giving me a headache. The rooms shift every time you turn around. Yeah, and I was talking about how I was struggling for commentary before. This one usually just consists of me talking about how confusing this game is. So this is where the green path seems to end, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it. Oh, here we go. If you never stop trying, you will get there eventually. This is probably going to endlessly loop. Some choices can leave us running around in circles. I'm at least going to follow this until I see that message again. Yeah, so... if we go right, we're probably not going to see those arrows again. Nope, I was wrong. So if the options left and right lead you to the same spot, maybe the only way is through? Nope, too easy. I think I'm just gonna commit to it and see where it'll take me. I mean, the problem is that I don't think the designers of this game are gonna be particularly upset leaving me to rot in this. Oh, hey. Raw persistence may be the only option than giving up entirely. But I've been here before. Still not quite sure what to say about that one. I mean, when it talks about a power you didn't know that you had, I kind of just mashed as many keys as I could to see if there's some ability I didn't know about, but sadly, nothing quite that dramatic. It's also possible that it's just a puzzle that I'm not ready to deal with yet. I don't know if the color coding is an indicator of anything, so. The terrifying blinking eye is kind of my only option. I don't even remember what's down below there. I wonder if I can... Okay, that's neat. I have no idea what that does, but it's neat. It's actually really hard to tell where that, the distance of that is, to be honest. I don't really need to use 2 for that, but I'm gonna, if I try and carry anything with me, it's just gonna get lost to this. So, are there any weird secret doors? Nope. Oh, back to this. I mean, there's a side of me that would just like to fill one side up and then go back, but it doesn't seem like there's any way for me to actually access this room again without going through that. So I think I'm supposed to find... I'm somehow supposed to find the pieces I need in this room. Or rather the room above, however I access it. Sometimes you only have just enough to get by. So yeah, basically, like, to give you an example of what happens here, if I walk through that, I can't collect... Oh, actually I showed that last time too. I'll be a little bit more careful in how I break this thing apart, because it's really easy to lose the cubes. So I think right now my priority should be trying to find a way of getting to a higher level, and then seeing if I can find the equivalent of this stairwell. First of all, I'm interested in... Okay, so that would mean that there's 2. Let's see... Well, I went through this before, but if I can't find a direct way up, I'll just leave it and go the other way. Understanding a problem requires filling in pieces, so I'm definitely not going that direction. Oh right, I rushed through this. It didn't really give me anything useful, so I will go the other way. Yep, well, successfully trapped myself rather than made a step. There we go. I guess I kind of lied when I said that this was lighter material. I think this is just games I'm bad at. But this is definitely a... There's nothing quite like this one, to be honest. There's... I don't necessarily think I have to be good at it so long as it gives me an experience that I can't find elsewhere. It's kind of like movies, actually. I will admit I haven't seen a movie that really kind of made me happy that I went to the theater in a while. That just could be because I pick bad movies, but there's a couple I'd like to see, like The Imitation Game. Obviously, anything about Alan Turing is going to be inherently interesting to somebody who TAs computer science, so I'll probably try and check that out. But last stream, I was talking a little bit about issues of creativity, and it just seems like people are a little bit more nervous, or they have some kind of a constraint that's preventing them from making a story that is genuinely their own. They sort of feel like they need to make something that they expect other people want. I guess it's like the Henry Ford quote, you know, if you asked people what they wanted, they would have wanted the faster horse that ate less. So I don't know if that hint is supposed to refer to this ladder I just made, which I'll very carefully try to dismantle without falling off. And I now need to find another way up. Okay. Probably being a little overly cautious in how I'm handling this, but I honestly don't know what happens if I fall down. I don't think there's any way you can die in this game, but I'd rather not have to go through 100 levels just to get back to this spot again. I also really, I mean, one of the things that I think this game does well, but makes it difficult, is it's really easy to forget what your objective is. Like, in the end, I've gone from trying to find one set of one stairway that goes down. Now I need to find this stairway, which will lead me to the stairway I was looking for. Oh lord, which may or may not actually exist. Try that again. So basically that gives me the option of... well, actually, let's see if I can just rocket myself up through that. Nope. So... that might have been a foolish decision, because I may want to go back up there. Old skills are useful even after we've learned new ones. Well, I did play this a few days ago, so I don't remember what my old skills were. I keep jumping too early. I think I did that last time too. Oh, hello. Whoa! I think I only need to get through the sides. Or not. I know for a fact I've been in this room before, so there's a way to access it through this. Yeah, this game will throw you... This game will definitely throw you for a loop. It's called... Oh, you know what? I'm still saying I'm playing Dust Force. Let me change that for you. This is called Antechamber. And I don't believe I said hello to you, Alpha 360. Thanks for stopping by the channel. This is apparently the day of games where I am playing... It's the day of games where I am the day where I play games I am just categorically bad at, and I've apparently lost my ability to speak. At this point, I'm also falling into the classic definition of insanity, which is trying the same thing over and over again with expecting a different result. But the problem is, seeing as I know I've been in this room before and I know I got through here, I'm bound and determined to make it happen again. Okay, actually, let's try something different. Let's try filling it in instead. I know I didn't do that last time, but I want to see what happens. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if I fill in those, and I take that one out, the whole thing goes away. Cool. So I just need to find something that connects. I think if I can connect the center to these bottom parts, I can make my way through. Just doesn't seem to be letting me. Yeah. I have never once been on a list for entrance at any place I can think of. I don't count like will call for a concert in that category. Okay, that's kind of what I want to do. Okay, now it's filling it for me. This could be great, or this could be disastrous. This game, man, whenever it does things like automatically fill stuff for you, it's just another little bit to fray your nerves. Well, I feel accomplished at least. It did nothing. I am definitely not a quitter, especially when it comes to this game. So that was definitely a significant waste of time, but... oh, hang on. So it's keeping some of this, too. That's really strange. Oh, this is so much faster. I'm not drooling enough to be insane? Yeah. Would have given up and written a strongly worded letter, but I mean, maybe that's what the Steam reviews section is for. Oh, you know what? If I wasn't busy whining, I probably would have been able to make it through that. Okay, I'm going to try filling this in again, and... that really filled up. You can tell I'm getting desperate. Okay, I am at my 1 hour mark for break, so I think what I am going to do, clearly the timer means nothing in this game, so there's two things I'm going to do. I'm going to get up, stretch, get a glass of water. I encourage you guys to do the same, as I'd like to do a standing cast, but I don't have a proper setup to get all this done. I'll ask about 3 minutes of your time, and before I resume the game, I'm going to bring up the Steam reviews, ideally the negative ones, and we will see the angry letters that people have written and written the door manufacturer. So I just ask 3 minutes of your time while I get up and take care of myself, and we'll be back for some more Antichamber. And thank you everybody for coming in. I see there's quite a few new faces on the stream today. Oh, sorry, Alpha, I didn't see your messages before. First of all, I've never made anything look cool in my life, so thank you for that. You are the protagonist. I think this is definitely an indie game. The color green, it was before it was the color blue. I'm not quite ready to be back for my break yet, actually. I just got to refill. I refilled, drank, and will refill my water again. But yeah, so like you're the central hero. The goal is basically to get out of the maze. It doesn't even show you the shape of the maze. Like you develop it as you go along. The color green is definitely winning. At this point, I seem to have made this barrier stronger. But yeah, I know this is probably longer than 3 minutes now, so I'm just going to go and refill my water yet again. I'm going to bring up the Steam reviews just so we can have a laugh at people who are probably like me and missing very obvious clues to puzzles, and then we'll see how much more I can stand Antichamber before I get a headache. Because I legitimately got a headache the last time I played this game, so there may be biological reasons I can't finish it. But be back shortly with you guys. Alright, so I lied to you all about how long the break was going to be, but hopefully these stream reviews will be worth it. I'm just bringing them up now, so let's see what... Cause you think the color yellow is encroaching on green? We might have a color battle soon. Well, I mean, green is composed of yellow, isn't it? It's blue and yellow together. Oh, so you know what? They all have recommended. Okay, I'll do the top three. I'll do the top three reviews, and then I'm going to go to the negative ones. All your water bottles are frozen. You're not from my hometown, are you, Kelowna? Apparently Kelowna had the the most snow on record since 1899. In the last couple of days. Okay, so the top review for Antichamber says, someone once said, if the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you. That game is here. God help me. Antichamber is easy to dismiss as a Portal clone at first glance. It is a first-person puzzle game wherein you move from chamber to chamber equipped with a puzzle gun which interacts with your environment. But while Portal deals mostly in learning the rules of its mechanics and then adding complexity to those mechanics, Antichamber is a game which aims to subvert your expectations about how a puzzle should fundamentally work. It makes you question the unspoken rules that video games abide by. Frequently, it is simply brilliant and mind-blowing, though occasionally it's too obscure or random for its own good. Yeah, definitely obscure and too random. Kill your neighbors and boil it. What do you got? This used to be about water, for crying out loud. That escalated quickly. Okay, this is basic. Okay, so these two reviews are the ones that I would consider recommending the title for. Bot Finn writes, "Oh, come on. You don't play Antichamber. Antichamber plays you." And Tabhool has a one-word review. What? So we'll do 3 negative reviews, and then we'll get back to actually playing the game, because I'm as relaxing as the color green is, and we have good reasons for finding that an appealing color. We do eventually want to complete this game, preferably within my lifetime. Donda writes, an interesting concept, abstract yet well-crafted graphics, and quite a few mind benders. But what starts as mysterious ends up becoming tedious and senseless pretty soon. If you can get it on sale, fine, but it's not worth the full price. Very stern review from Donda. Haltron1 says, I got the most confused boner from playing this game, but I can still jerk to it, so 6 out of 9 would bang again after getting high off of every drug imaginable. And Memory Fail says, allow me to present my opinion of this game in the form of an argument with a 5-year-old. Me. Okay, so, hi Antichamber, what do you have for me today? Antichamber. Puzzles. Me. Nice, that's what I was looking for. So what's the first one? Antichamber. Staircases. I'll just go AC for the short. Staircases. Okay, I see that. Let's see what happens if I go up the staircase. Surprise, I'm back where I started. Interesting. It looks like the same thing happens if I go down. So what do I do now, Antichamber? AC. Look, I made this sign for you. It has stick figures on it. Me. Thanks, that should help. Let's see. The choice doesn't matter if the outcome is... The choice doesn't matter if the outcome is the same? Thanks, Antichamber. That's pretty obvious already. AC. Haha, I tricked you. Me. Great. Well, I'm going backwards. And, hey, I'm somewhere else. AC. I knew you were going to do that. Me. So I gathered. How clever of you. Oh, Jesus Christ, this thing's a novel. I'm not reading all of that. Okay, screw it. Let's play the game. Your neighbors have dirty blood. Yeah, taking breaks definitely is not my strong suit. That or I'm the laziest person in the world. Definitely the way I got through this was to focus on one of the sides and clear it out, but I think for the sake of making this a not tedious playthrough, I'm just going to go and do something else for a bit. Well, I would if the game would give me an option to do something else. Oh boy. What looks out of reach may simply be a few steps away. Okay, well, I'm committed now. I give up. Okay, you know what? Let's just go back to the... Nothing interesting here. Oh yeah, and the worst thing is I have actually made it to this exit section, but it's not the exit. It's something else. Okay. Let's see... Closing the gap. Oh, hey. This is the room I was trying to get into. If you haven't gotten sick of this sound already. I believe that's the first Craigasm I've had in my in my chat. First person puzzle. Yeah, well, that's what they say. Hooray! We've made progress. Okay, solving a problem may require using abilities that we didn't... Wait, I've definitely seen that message before. For the love of God... This game. A window of opportunity can lead to new places if you're willing to take a closer look. If this game suddenly has a monster that jumps out at me, I'm going to declare Chapter 11. Yeah, well, that's one of the reviews. I know there's a delay between chat and broadcast, so it could be that I'm still reading the... Well, actually, that'd be a really long delay, so I suspect I'm probably not reading reviews anymore. But yeah, one of the reviewers did say it bore some similarities to Portal. Look a little harder, and you will find a way forward. Thanks, game. I wasn't trying hard enough. Failing to succeed does not mean failing to progress. Look at that image. So far as I can tell, you cannot do backflips in this game, but that doesn't mean they haven't put in that functionality and I just haven't discovered it yet. They really do not give you a whole lot. You can still jerk the horn, then the horse is still a eunuch. Okay, some paths are clearer than others. As if this was not all... Oh my god, this one. So remember that person who was complaining about the choice doesn't matter if the outcome is the same? Choice may be simple as going left or right. I'll do this just so you can have the wonderful experience of the infinite stairways. A lot of people talking about my voice today. I don't know if I should be concerned or not. I am using a new microphone. If you go probably about 2 days of videos back, you get to hear my Sound Blaster, what do they call it? Rage 3D or something like that. Definitely a step up as far as microphone quality is concerned. So you guys getting an idea about what this puzzle's like? Maybe if I go right this time it'll be different. Nope. Okay, I give up. Whoa. Some choices leave us running around a lot without getting any... Oh my... This is basically the game telling me I suck. Path may not be right or wrong, it may just be different. Don't look down. Ah! The block gun is something that you pick up partway through the game. It looks like there are different colored ones, and you can use them to move. Like you can... There are some puzzles which require you to block things, which it's used for, but this section of the game you don't act... I was just here. Well, hope you guys like seeing things fall. So basically the block gun can be used to solve certain puzzles, but because I've been to this part of the game without using it, I know I'm not actually going to run into any problems with it. This can't be a loop. it looks like Steam's covering chat. Puts blocks down like Minecraft. Yeah. Actually, this is a shameful detail about me. I have not played Minecraft. I don't even own it. Okay, let's be a little more careful once we land. Too much curiosity can get the best of us. So nothing I can do with that. So just basically I'm going in this constant loop. Is there any... It's very rare, like only the room which has the escape key in it can I really think of as one where you didn't have any options as far as... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. So one button is eat blocks, the other is regurgitate. Yeah, basically right click is consume the blocks, and then left will be the... That's interesting. So I'm getting the feeling that the delay on the stream is actually a lot longer than I thought it was. So if I can get somebody to write potato when they hear this, that'll just give me an idea of what you guys are seeing. Jesus Christ. Again with the falling. I've always been green. What appears impossible may have a very simple answer. How do we perceive a problem? Oh, back to this delightful place again. Okay, well, at least it's a change of scenery. PSV? I think there are conversations happening in chat that I have missed. When you absorb your surroundings, you may notice things you didn't see before. My delay is about 3 minutes long. Interesting. None of you wrote potato. I'm very disappointed in you. Okay, let's try. Wall without stairs. I remember being... Just trying to find one which had... Oh, okay, here. Leap of faith. There we go. Thank you, Cruton. That's oh, Endors. I mean, for what it's worth, I avoided streaming for a very long time precisely because I was quite uncomfortable with hearing my voice. So, comments like that actually do help out. I don't know about playing video games on stream, though. I seem to be pretty disastrous at it. Okay, taking the first step can be harder than the rest of the challenge. Again with the trolling. Okay, so I know I drop if I do that, so... WTF indeed. I can't believe I just did that. Alright. Bieber's autobiography. They would have to pay me... Have I tried getting greening the blue or red? Oh, you mean like trying to suck it up with the gun? You can do that, but you need to... Come on, open up. Like, basically any block that you pick up will turn... I'd be very amused to see a ghost-written Bieber biography by somebody who does not like him. So yeah, if this was the question about greening blues, like, these are obviously yellow blocks, but they turn into green ones when you pick them up with the gun. An example of a puzzle, just for the... If it's still not clear what the gun does, the ideal solution to this puzzle would be if I could just fill this up with the green, but the problem is there's a mirror in front of it, so I'm thinking there is some point where you can get I think there's some point where you can get I don't know, something that'll shoot through glass. I don't have it yet though, so I'm stuck in this frustrating land. The right answers may be the most obvious ones. I really wish Twitch would save the chats with the videos. Nobody's gonna believe some of the comments that are being said in here. Ugh. Okay. Let's do as much as we can on these, and I wonder if I can shoot green blocks through. See, now that I know there's a 3-minute delay on this stream, I really want to know what prompted the crazy remark. Buy you Minecraft if you read the story to me that gets read after you beat the dragon. I'm actually playing this on a Mac, so I don't believe there's a Mac version of Minecraft, but I will specifically look out for that story, and I will find a way to read it. Okay, I don't think there's any possible way for me to get the blocks through the window. So because it worked so well the last time, let's see what happens if I fill this thing up with green blocks. Need more blocks. Oh yeah, I just get it from here. Did it seriously take that long for a potato to come up? Oh my god. Okay, so you guys are gonna see... So just so we can have some reference, I finally saw you guys write potato. That is insane. I mean, I'm really glad that I'm not dropping frames anymore, but that is apparently what my ISP is doing. So I hope at the very least, now that I know what the delay is for today at least, I hope that when I do finally turn the stream up, that is not coming anytime soon, by the way. I'm not going to be finishing the stream for a while. But I hope they at least play, like when I'm done, I hope they at least play the rest of the stuff that gets recorded. I usually have like a long talk at the end afterwards, so it's not the end of the world. I just got a notification of your follow, Cruton. Thank you very much for hitting that button. It gives me a little bit of encouragement to keep streaming. The commitment, actually, maybe you'll notice that there's no schedule posted on the page. My commitment right now is to stream for at least some period of time every day of 2015, or at least as far into 2015 as I can. Now I am presently in school. I'm actually finishing my last year in an undergraduate economics degree. So there may be some times where I can't do that, and if I find that I can't finish up the... basically, if I find I can't maintain the schedule, I'll post up a regular one for... Just looking at the stairs, I'm quite uncomfortable with the idea of not hearing his voice. Jesus Christ. You guys are extremely kind, but I'm still getting used to this idea of talking to people several minutes in the past. That's fine. I mean, the biggest thing is I just won't be able to respond to present context. Okay, this thing just looks hideous now. I don't quite know why I wasted so much time doing that. YOLO! Alright. Well, this seems manageable. Oh, hang on. I think I found the answer to that other puzzle I was working on. No, maybe not. Never mind. I'll fill my obligation and read the PSA. Rushing through a problem won't always give the right results. So I'm assuming that is given to you if you... Ah. This game. Well, at least I've got a lot of cubes. Let's see... Let's see if we can make anything happen with it. This time we'll just follow the blue path. Green didn't do much for us. Okay, that's just going to make me go back to the... We'll go through the green path then. Okay, I have a feeling this is just going to become a big loop. Maybe what I should do, because I'm seeing all the voice comments inside chat, if I get too lost in Antechamber, I'll just pick out a book. I'll just start reading that while I push the W key until I finally find a new room. Yeah, I'm genuinely confused about what to do at this point. I mean, following green seems to be the way to go. Oh, right, that's how I found that room. Wish Twitch had an option for live. It bothers you that these smaller channels are a bit more personable, that you can't do live. Well, I mean, honestly, I think Twitch would probably permit that, and the problem that's happening is I don't have that great of bandwidth. So my suspicion is what's happened is Twitch has a way of detecting my quality settings. And so I think what they're doing is they're just allowing for a larger buffer, and what that does is, like, my suspicion is that they are deliberately putting that delay in just so that I don't have a choppy stream. But I'll admit, it does, one of the really big points of satisfaction in terms of doing the streaming is having a chance to talk to you guys and interact. And I know the delay can be something that hurts that. I am making absolutely no progress in this game. I assure you the problem is not Mac. This is actually a really good Mac computer. But the Minecraft ending is super long. That takes a few minutes. One of the things I am actually going to do, I don't normally like reading comments out loud, but what I will do when I'm responding to stuff in chat, I will at least read out what I'm responding to. I sadly cannot throw this Mac into the garbage, given that I use this for my econometrics work. It's actually a really good computer, but it does carry the drawback that not every PC title is available for it. But if you do, I'm recording you and putting it on my pillow every night and playing it before I fall asleep on loops. Good dreams incoming. Also, System has probably read things that are way longer than that. I have not read things that are longer than that on stream, but yes, I tend to... Oh, what? Okay, I want to know how these blocks got in there. Or am I just going crazy and I put one in there? You know what? I think I'm done with Antichamber at this point. I feel like I'm going in circles and it's becoming... Well, okay, no, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this section one last try. And if we can't make any meaningful progress on it, we'll just switch to something else. I'd like to have at least some reward for watching this other than watching me fail at a game. Oh god, I can't even get any further. Alright, we're done with Antichamber for a bit, and we'll switch games. Alright, I'm just gonna... This is just gonna be a point where I'm sending some messages to chat to see if there's a game that you'd like to see in particular. Failing that, I've got some stuff that I can play, but I'm a little curious. This is really compelling, you know, dead air while I type on the screen. That's just the time I took to ask you guys about the ask you guys about what to play. I have some ideas about what to put on, but I figure, seeing as you have to deal with the delay, I'll at least put on a game that you guys find enjoyable. Obviously, Minecraft is forbidden. Well, wait a minute. No, Minecraft is available on Mac. Let me just double check that. I'll at least put some music on in the background while we jump between. Oops. Ah, my brother is asking for Don't Starve. Yeah, you know what? I'd like to have something other than dead air. I'm gonna open something up if you guys pick something in chat that I can play. I'll bring that up. Let's do. Oh, here we go. Actually, this is this is a game that I was given as a gift, actually, by somebody who requested Don't Starve, but I think they'll be happy I'm playing this. Alright, just setting up the stream details. I've never touched this game before, so this should be fun. Alpha 360, I see your request that I keep speaking. I know there's some dialogue during this game, so I'll probably keep quiet during that, but I will do my best to talk about what's going on. Alright, I think you guys have dealt with this menu. I just gotta set this up so you guys can stop looking at the antechamber screen. Come on, OBS. Not quite what I had in mind, but at least now you know I've been looking at navigation. Sonorous shock. I'm very glad I streamed tonight. You guys are cracking me up. Okay. I think I've built this up long enough. The game I'm going to be playing is the Banner Saga. Assuming OBS actually lets me pick the... Why is this obsessed with putting navigation? Holy crap, it actually worked. Okay. Good lord. Okay, as we slouch towards Bethlehem, here we go, Banner Saga. My brother got me this. Apparently he is tuned into the channel tonight. And this is, again, a complete cold run through. I guess this doesn't count as light. Apparently this has a pretty sad ending from what I'm told. But let's see how far we can get. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving back destroyers called Dredge Deep into the northern wastes. Now it is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Oh, this is a nice way to start. Alright, you've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking for a tougher fight than they bargained for. Click and drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Okay, I'm at the point I gotta read the screen. Okay, I'm at the point right now where he is talking about how Hitler wasn't so bad. Where are you guys at so we're synced? That's a different stream. Yeah, the stream that's all in German. Okay, these portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Oh, okay, cool, so I'm the badass giant. This fight's looking up already. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. At least hope he buys the shields dinner before he bangs them. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up to 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the title you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm, move your shield banger here, and get him in attack range. To target an enemy, click on the tile on which they stand. Ally tiles are blue, the enemies are red. Target this enemy now by clicking the tile. This is a game so simple, even I can play it. You can choose to either attack... Sorry, I'm busy reading chat. You can choose to attack to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon to 5 show the damage that you will do to that stat. But it doesn't tell me what the armor does. Oh, did I ask for a song? I thought I was asking for a game. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. So I don't see any reason to attack the armor. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open that up to more damage in the future. So if I would just be patient and listen to things, I would get this. Armor blocks... Oh yeah, I've already done this part. Okay, enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click, but... They just said armor blocks strength attacks. Okay, click the fist now to attack the strength and confirm your choice. That was easy. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. So it's XP. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but the characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wildly. Use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, the character can move further than usual at a cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemies show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Move your Warhawk into attack range now. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's tile to access his ability. Tempest? Oh, here we go. So, normal strength damage to 2 adjacent enemies starting from the target and going clockwise. Sounds good. The description of the ability will appear in the tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Select an enemy and then confirm your choice. Wait, if he reads us the lottery numbers from the future. We'll split the earnings, we could be presidents. As I deserve some, I feel like. Or want some. Didn't I just say that I do an economics degree? The lottery is a tax on people who can't do math. Get styled upon, Vikings. Pillage. That may quick work with the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each player moves in order. There are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. If a character does not move this turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. Click the fist, then click the stars above to above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn is determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Click a star and then click the green check mark to kill this enemy. One renown for killing people in a hall. It would be hard to guess how long the sun had stopped if the sun stopped. That's a good point. Can't the Vikings just check their Timex watch?
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this?
We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Okay, I literally have no idea what that guy just said. Here's a little known fact, this game is one of my many biographies turned game. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Do I need to do like Scandinavian? Eric Stewart of Strand. I'm not doing that. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. I'm just here for the tithe. What do you want? I'll say. I'll be nice. Sorry, I gotta respond before you think I'm a neo-Nazi, I need to nip that Hitler story right in the bud. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What did you have in mind? Scaffoldings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. I believe I just got kicked out of my own channel. Alright. Okay, well it's very determined that it wants me to focus on here. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on the briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scaffolding's chieftain bled out an hour ago, Had, so when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's gonna try and kill you this time. They don't talk to me. I'll keep quiet. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk to the ground. Oop, I missed whatever that dialogue was. Where are the Scaffoldings? Nobleman, up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until his blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gandalf, are you wearing a green... Oh, God. Were you wearing a green back at the Great Hall? No, I just bought him while you were walking... Oh, he's talking about the clothes he just bought. No, I just bought him while you were walking around. Why? No reason. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be a scafling. If they're licking their wounds, they're probably gone to the old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell. The name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find them. I'll meet you there. Listen, I know a guy who would love... Oh, sorry, I've already read that. Where is it? Nobleman is halfway up the hill towards the Great Hall. You won't miss it. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of having a map like this is if they're just going to directly point me to each direction that I need to go. You arrive in front of what appears to be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get this over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scaflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Okay, I guess I don't have tutorials to help me out this time. I do not appear to be able to move him forward, though. I'll just sit ready. Oh, that's why I can't move him. So what if I just hold them all in position? So I'll just see if... I don't see any advantage to moving forward and getting them to get a free hit, so... Clong! I don't think I'm going to be able to use that special attack to do what I did last time. Yeah. Guess these two aren't of much use. If you kill people in a hall, will you get renowned? Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the sort of thing you can only really test empirically, I feel. I guess I should finish this guy off. It's nice of him to form a circle around me. That did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. I guess I'll just go for the strength damage. Again, I'm not 100% sure what the advantage of the armor damage is. I kind of get it, but like I don't quite see the advantage yet. No, that was a bad move, but oh well, I'll make the best of it. Reason why I say that was a bad move is he's probably going to get hit in that blade attack. Oh wow, he's almost done for. Yeah, again, not enough damage at all. It doesn't count as adjacent, so he is boned. Frozen stream? Alright, well, I sucked at that battle. We will avenge our fallen comrade. Let's do an extra attack. What the hell did you just write, Alpha 360? I'll read that in a minute. Okay, I probably should have planned that a little bit better, and... alright, well... I'll at least weaken his armor. Okay. Before I completely lose this fight, let's read this text. They gain your trust, then they rip you apart. At first you think, oh hey, new streamer playing some cool new game. You stay and find others finding equal joy in him. You stay longer and he says a few jokes. He shows a few colors. He talks about his fancy degree. I don't have the degree yet. And you get caught up in it. You start thinking of Wolfram, but you still... What the hell am I reading? No, not again. You're a strong girl. You don't need anyone. But the longer you stay and listen, the more you think that you can't live without him. He's your everything. Jesus. Anyways, he is your sun and stars. He is your love, and you'll never leave him. But then out of nowhere, he starts talking crazy. He says, you know, I've been reading into this Hitler guy. Maybe he was onto something. Have you ever read some of the other things he did? He was kind of a great guy. And you're like, no system, how could you? And your hand gets cramped from typing so much and you press enter. Yeah, I don't know what's... Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, I see exactly what happened here. There's... Alright, so yeah, I just saw an absolutely massive lag spike, it looks like, so that explains the problems you guys ran into. It's great, because there was like more people than I've had in this channel in quite some time, and then like nobody's left. Alright, let's just finish this nonsense. Okay, I gotta remember that I can't do a diagonal attack. Oh, I still can't kill this guy. Oh well. I am dumb. I don't want to move. Okay, so I feel like I, one, could have done that fight better, and two, I could have done that fight better. Yeah. I will admit I was a little distracted partway through that, but I think this is just me being crappy at game day today. I'll accept it and move on. It's kind of late too. Okay, there they are. Gods be damned. I've got to wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows and onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Vognir. Next for Varl Kingship, last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. I lost the text again. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down the docks, I wouldn't object. So maybe I will. Eric and Velgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to meet the new arrivals down at the docks. So I'm kind of curious if the green-shirted guy is dead. So I just got to see the time. I'm actually been streaming a little bit longer than it's been, but I mean the reason for that is you guys have been extremely fun to have on the stream and chat with. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make this mission, the docks mission, the last one that I do for tonight. I'll maybe just wrap up with a quick talk just about the stream and what the plans for the future are, because I know there have been some people who joined since I last talked about this stuff, and we'll call it a night. If I can, I have somebody in mind to share, or to host, but I don't know if she's streaming tonight, so I'll take a look into that, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. If you're in your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Again, said something which skipped over because this game is entirely too sensitive to a mouse. Comes with being old, and if there's Vognir here, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jordur demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. I just returned for Aberrang, in fact. I'm glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships and bays, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned in red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. Again, missed another probably important piece of dialogue. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim. I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in the Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. These clicks. Okay, David, if you're still watching, you're gonna have to fill me in on the plot, because I have no idea what's going on now. Where is Moger? Hacken, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. Host of giants departs in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. Seeing in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from the ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Lennon looks for all the world, the sort of boy who grew up pulling legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Wariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it's been. One of the governor's men in the great hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it may not hurt to share a drink with Haakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so that was the dock event. Kind of an anticlimactic ending, but that's, I'm sorry to say, but that's going to be it for me tonight. I'll just close this out. And I've got a little bit in... So, yeah, what I'll do, just because there's some new people onto the stream today, I'll talk a little bit about how the current format's working. Obviously, you folks talked about my fancy degree I'm working on and things like that. Sometimes, if I am at a loss of what to talk about, I will talk about research and stuff like that, but if that's not a topic of interest for you, I can definitely do other things. The plan right now has been to see how many consecutive days into 2015 I can continue streaming, so my plan is to stream every night as much as I can. I know for sure tomorrow my co-caster Nick the Peasant is going to be online, and we're going to do a Dota 2 cast around 7 PM. Now, I've only done Dota casting for probably about 3 different matches, so a lot of this is just going to be practice and getting a bit of a flow and rhythm down. I have a lot of fun doing it, but I know I'm not that good at it yet. This is going to be in preparation for a UBC... they have like a monthly draft that they do. There'll be 2 games for that, so there'll be at least 1 Dota game at about 7 o'clock PM tomorrow. Other than that, I will do a regular stream. I'll probably just do it after the Dota 2 casting. His quality is going to be a little bit better, so you'll see it. It'll be like, at the moment, there's going to be a bit of delay between me and him. We usually just talk over each other to get rid of it. And then I'll do some streaming. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I have this War of Mine, which I was interested in doing. I've been meaning to do Civilization Beyond Earth. There's actually quite a few games that I was going to do. And I want to get back to Transistor, which I thought was a really wonderful game, had a beautiful soundtrack. What else was I going to talk about? Once I am not able to continue the once every day stream, I'll post a regular schedule. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is probably the way to go for that, but because it's my last term and I do some TAing, I kind of need to be a little bit more open in my schedule. Once they give me my final schedule, I will be able to give that to you guys as well. So it looks like there's a few more followers in here. I've got my email obscured right now, so I'm not able to read out names for that. I thank everybody who followed today. I thank everybody for coming into chat. It was a lot of fun seeing the chat's so active this time. I hope you guys come back. I had a lot of fun doing this. And if not, thanks for coming by and making tonight so enjoyable. Let me, actually, before I sign off, I just want to see if there's somebody I can host. If there is, I'd love to get you guys to stick around and give them a shot, but I know you guys are going to be digesting the stream. Like, I've got that really long delay, so I'm not going to hit the host button until I know I'm in the clear. So this is just giving me a chance to see whether or not this individual is streaming or not. Nope, they're not. So I am just going to sign off on the stream. I'll hang out and chat for a little bit and talk to you guys. And probably by then you'll have seen this end. So again, thanks a lot for coming in tonight. I hope you guys have a good evening. Enjoy whatever Twitch streams you'll come on to. And looking forward to doing it again